Whoops. It's a little early.
Wow.
Hi, guys. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. We're super excited to have everyone here tonight. We have Sam again in. I think she was not here last time, but the time before. But
Right.
thank you so much. We just had
She's eating candy.
She's eating candy. We had a great 30 minutes of TikTok and different sounds. So you may hear something random like
"Shut up!" Premium users, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Our poor Patreons.
Yeah, if you want to hear a really fun before episode chatter, that was a really good one. Jesper even took his pants off.
I did not.
Completely off. I was there.
Is Mark watching the stream and
Yes.
Annie's working?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, guys, if you could share the show in your Facebook group, and we really want to get our YouTube channel pumping again. So if you can subscribe to YouTube, 3 people, please subscribe right now. I don't see any chat in Facebook right now, but anyways, if anyone else can see it. Sam's like typing. What did you do last time?
There's 20 people on Facebook. There's nobody on YouTube.
What did you do last time when you were here? You didn't complain about the stream last time. Or the screen issue.
Oh, no.
Oh. Yeah, I just see you doing this.
Yeah, no, I had the mic over further, but you were bitching today that you couldn't hear me, so I'm having the mic closer. So now I can't see my screen.
Just gotta set it out to the side. It's easy.
I don't have a side, and I have stuff over
She's
here.
I gotta
monitor.
reconfigure that
Stop.
place.
Yeah, someone's taking up all of the fucking screen.
Who the fuck's
Or
just
space.
beeping all the time?
It's
I
Stop.
got 3 different accounts,
all
bro.
pink.
I'm liking and sharing.
Wow.
Stop talking and
Janet's here. Okay, so yes, if you could go to YouTube and please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, and then please hit the bell so when we go live, we're trying to build a little.
it wasn't me.
You know, before the actual podcast goes out, I actually go mute all those. It's only for the live
Good.
stream.
That's good. I wouldn't want to hear that if I was listening
no.
to just the audio.
It wasn't me.
It
That
said
was-
Jesper
that
liked
one was
the
me.
stream.
Well, okay, yeah, I like that. I like that on
There you
YouTube.
go.
I didn't know YouTube worked.
Oh, shoot.
It's your mother.
We got somebody on Twitch.
We do?
What?
A rando?
No.
Oh,
No,
no, that's Miguel.
that's
There
Miguel,
you
yeah.
go. He hasn't been in the chat much
He
lately.
is
No,
not.
he is not.
Wonder what he's been up to.
Yeah, he hasn't chatted much. So anyways, yes, please go. We're streaming on Twitch, Periscope, YouTube. We prefer YouTube, and Facebook. We prefer YouTube. We prefer YouTube, but I know a lot of people on Facebook, so I get it. Facebook's a little bit easier for everybody, but YouTube, actually, we get a little bit of revenue, and we would love that. So this studio is sponsored by Irvine's Auto Repair and Grand Rapids Hybrid. We will talk about them in a little bit. I want to talk about the picnic. It is still live and still going to happen. We're super excited about that. We're going to try to do a live stream. Sam, did you get an email back from the city? Okay.
About 10 days away.
Yep. Pete's going to check. He's going to drive by there and check if it has power.
Yep.
Because if it does, well, even if it doesn't, we may pull it out of our ass. But
Do you have to make it? It's like if you want to make it explicit. I get it. It's like,
I'm sure I already
The
said the
first-
F word.
That's the saying, Jesper.
anyways, yes, it's going to be good. 10 days from now, burgers, hot dogs, free food.
Yep. And it's sponsored by
Come on. Oh, yeah, sponsored by Irvine's.
What's going on, Leo?
You
Got
walk-
Leo on Twitch this.
You
tonight,
walked
too.
all over me, Jesper. You stepped all
Well,
over me.
Shocker.
Anyways,
I'm
Where's
just
your
trying.
shut up button?
I got a lot going on right now. I got to wait till I get into the stories when I can stop paying attention. So, yeah, it's sponsored by Irvine's. Thank you so much. They're amazing. Megan said she even might make a visit, so that'll be nice to see. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
did I mention I would love for you to subscribe on YouTube and
Yes.
like and follow? That would be great. That would be awesome. No stories. I did not drive. Sam is the only one working right now, but I think I am going to go
Lame.
out this weekend. Sam, do you got anything?
I mean, nothing crazy. I mean,
No
it's
fist fights in the middle
Well-
of the mire.
No mask
No.
fist fights?
No, honestly, everybody's been wearing their masks. Like,
Yeah.
pretty good.
Are
Like,
they
I
wearing
was
them
a
above
real.
the nose
Yeah,
or under the nose?
above the nose.
Well, good.
I was the Karen at the store the other day on accident that forgot their
Whoa.
mask and just walked in anyways. Yeah.
You were?
Yeah, I felt
And you
bad.
worked?
No.
Oh, just
I was going in to get alcohol for my tubing trip and
Oh.
left my mask. I already turned around once to go get my ID, and I wasn't turning around again. So I ran back with my head down the entire time
wait,
so
wait.
nobody would look at
So
me.
you
whoops.
said alcohol for your tubing trip.
Mhm.
Okay, I just wanted to put that out there.
well,
But
the
what
best
else
way
do
to do
you
tubing.
do?
yeah.
Besides get sunburned, anyways.
I only have a little bit.
Except you. I don't know how you didn't, because you're white.
No, I had a lot of sunscreen on,
Like
but
a
I forgot
lot,
to
a
do
lot?
my
That's
back.
racist.
I mean, it's pretty thick, but I didn't do my back, so my back has some sunburn.
Yeah.
I love going tubing, but my skin, like I can wear SPF 100 and it don't matter.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
burned.
and it wasn't very sunny on Sunday. It was
That's
pretty
usually the
overcast.
worst. Usually when it's cloudy, it's
I still
worse.
put it on.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, but no, it was good. I mean, I don't know how to swim. So, yeah, it was a little concerning at first, but
Wow.
most
You don't
of it
know how to
wasn't
swim?
No. I told Mom that, and she looked at me. What do you mean you don't know
I think
how to
I
swim?
said something
Didn't
to
I
you
teach
about
you
that.
how to swim? And I was like, no. Her advice was just to hold on better. Like,
I know how to swim.
Thanks for your
and I
concern,
almost-
Mom.
I know how to swim, and I almost died on the
yeah,
Muskegon River.
exactly. And we were not in the Muskegon River, but we.
So let me again. So you don't
I wore
know
a
how
life
to
jacket.
swim, and you brought alcohol.
I
That
had a
sounds
life
like
jacket
a
on.
really good
That's
idea.
fine.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was good.
I was a grown up. I
Meg-
wore the proper safety gear.
Miguel said his car got stolen.
Oh shit.
What?
Wow.
Sorry.
That
Somebody
sucks.
said that stream keeps freezing for me. We'll get better internet.
Yeah, he's probably on
Um,
Twitch.
4G
but
or something.
as far as
Thanks
work
for the
goes,
Scott.
like Instacart is getting worse, so I've been doing Shipt.
Do you think it's because people are the unemployment's running out?
100%. It's people who weren't working because they didn't really have to, now have to, and it's just flooded the market terribly.
Oh, that's
I-
not good.
No, it's not. I think Uber is like, there's not a lot of Uber drivers, but I bet you there's now like triple that there was, and there's not the market there.
Yeah,
for it.
well, I was even thinking about like driving again, as long as like everything's staying as is and it doesn't get out of control. But I'm not doing it till the college kids are back.
Right, yeah. Like I'll drive again at the end of August when the kids come home.
Do we even know the calls are gonna come back? I mean,
They are. They are in seat as of now. I mean, not everybody has to,
Right.
but they're offering in seat.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, a lot of them are gonna do, virtual. I'm sure
I mean,
of it.
Like any of them going to like
They still
medical
want.
school or anything like that, like a medical program, like they're gonna be here.
They still want to go to their apartment so they can get drunk.
Yeah,
Even
like
if
get
they're
away
doing-
from mom and dad,
Right.
have the campus experience.
Yeah.
Like one of my classes was just changed from in person to a real time virtual, and I'm pretty ticked about it.
Yeah.
So
Oh well.
So anything else? Nothing. I think I'm gonna go out this
nothing-
weekend.
Nothing interesting. I mean,
Maybe Friday night.
tips are getting worse.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Again.
people are again running out of money just because they're losing their unemployment, but also they've been paying all these tips all summer long to get their
Right.
groceries delivered, and they're at the point where like I can't afford to keep
Well, yeah,
dropping 20, 25
$20,
bucks.
$30 tip every
Right.
week adds up pretty
Yes,
quick.
it
Well, and
does.
they, the same people go to the bar still, so
Well, they're not going to the bar now.
why not?
Bars are closed, bro.
Again?
They've been closed.
I mean,
No.
most places,
If you
even
70% of your
Well, yes.
so
Yes.
every bar in
the
Grand
straight
Rapids.
bars are closed, like just bars, like Mulligan's. Places
Right.
like Stella's that are open are still closing early.
Well, yeah. They're closing early, but still.
So
I saw last weekend. I
Pick
saw
your
that-
mic up. You're talking
Sorry.
in.
Last weekend there was a story about one of the new bars down on the strip that had huge problems with just way too many people. Down on Bridge Street. What was that
They
called?
must
The-
have- they
the
must-
social point, whatever the thing that's called.
I know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
but they may serve food. So
Well,
if
yeah,
it's,
yeah. But after 8 o'clock or whatever, they, I think they were. I guess they were only open till 8 and 9 or 10. But yeah.
right.
Interesting.
Yeah, again, it's a lot harder to get drunk at a bar right now. Like
Just get drunk at home. It's cheaper
doable. It's
anyways.
just harder.
So much cheaper.
All right. Well, since you guys are all driving, you need to get your cars fixed. Go to
Yes.
Irvine's Auto Repair in Grand Rapids Hybrid, irvines.com or 532-6600. Megan and Jamie will take care of you.
Yep.
My wife's car is going in Friday for just maintenance, and then my pilot's going in next week Friday. So they love us. They said that, you know, they love everyone we send to them so far. So please, if you need maintenance or a inspection or anything, they'll do it all. And they have free loaner cars. Right. And they have like almost a 5-star Google review out of like 300 reviews. So
and remember to mention you heard about them from us.
Yeah, that's true. I never talk about that because that's really important so that they know that where the person came from.
And I think when you go to make your appointment, they ask that too. Like
yeah,
online.
you know, they don't ask me because they know where I'm coming from, but but you're right. Maybe they would with you.
And they did when I my first appointment. I set up like through their website. There was like a box where I could put it in there, and I did. But now at this point, I don't. I assume once Megan sees me, she's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, once they put it in once, it's fine. So
well, repeat business.
Yep, and they're sponsoring the picnic, so you got to come now. So
yep.
All right, the first video up. This one is kind of interesting. I titled it as Mask Asshole, but that's really not a mask issue. I don't know why I titled it that way. But this one, the guy has a partition in the back, and it gets a little weird. I encourage you to watch this video after the stream when you really can listen to it, because I think this was a plan from the get-go with these guys, what he did. I don't think he was mad at the partition. I think they were planning something. So we'll watch it. It's a little long, and then, 3-4 minutes, but I may pause it in between.
Dude, I really like your like how well you sealed up like the roof of your car, dude. Like, how did you do that?
I bought this from eBay, man. It's two-sided, double-sided Velcro. So I put it with some.
Right. So like, how'd you seal that up?
So pay attention to the guys in the back. Don't look at the driver because they got a plan of something. I don't know what it is. Well, I know what it is, but
in a quarter mile, turn right onto Royal Palms Parkway.
Like, you did that yourself?
Yeah, I did it myself. But it's sometimes it's dropping, man.
So you did this like perfectly straight, like all yourself?
Yeah, because Lyft requests something like that.
The guy's got a bad tie rod or something in the car too. That's the whoa or something.
For that kind of big vehicles.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm picking up like the.
Oh no, I understand like about the plastic, but like, I'm talking about like when you're parked and you got this for your like career, like for you to drive a car. You put this in your car, like you installed it yourself?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man.
So like you got this off Amazon and put this across here?
Yes.
It's so funny because it looks just like the last three people that I like had in the back seat. Look just like this.
Really?
Like in the same distance, same width, all that stuff. So I think you're a liar.
I should have cut some of this out. Well, this is when it starts getting sketch.
How did you get this?
I pay 25.
Yeah, now you put a light on. Now you put a light on.
What light on?
What the fuck is that?
Did you open the door, man?
Me? Nope. Nobody's open the door. Where?
That car is so loud.
I know.
Sorry for that.
Is that
what is going on right now?
Is that what happened?
What?
Yep.
Okay, I should have added some of this. I'm sorry.
What?
Samantha, shut the. All right, here it comes. See, he's talking to him like he's gonna do something.
Yeah?
Ready. He says ready.
Yeah?
By the way, there's a kid in the car. You between those two.
I wondered why it was blurred out in the middle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Guy jumps out.
Come here.
Get out. Come here, motherfucker. Drop. Let's go.
He like bits. They were like, oh shit! The car's still in drive.
Continue on Royal Palms Parkway for 2 miles.
What? What happened to the kid?
I think they either got out or they pulled the other guy. The guy jumped out of the car.
Yeah, I know.
The other guy, I don't know.
That is terrifying.
All right, let's see what happened. Yeah, he just gets out. See, he's right there.
Get out. Come here, motherfucker. Drop. Let's go.
Like, I think they planned to do that because he's like, "Are you ready?" If you go back to the video.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to watch this before the show.
What was the purpose?
I don't know. I don't know if they wanted a free ride or if they.
That's just horrible. So Janet said the year of the video is 2018.
Oh.
And so obviously the camera must have been set up wrong, because why would you have a plastic? Why would you have a plastic thing in 2018?
That's a good call, because why was he wearing a mask in 2018?
Yeah, no, there would have been no problem, no reason for that.
He's a time traveler.
Anyways, that
was crazy and unexpected.
Yeah, I mean, that's why
I thought somebody was leaning out puking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought the door was open because the person was puking.
So he pre-opened the door.
Yeah.
Like, that guy should have stopped that car immediately.
Yeah, I don't know why he kept driving.
And he turned the light on. I know why, to get better light in the car, because he figured something was up.
I think the light turned on when the door opened.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He didn't
Duh.
turn the light on.
Shut up, Sam.
I was like, what?
That's nuts.
Isn't that a scary one?
That's
I wonder
one
if
of
it's
the
just
craziest
somebody
videos.
who just hates people for there are people who get mad at other people for wearing masks right now.
Yeah.
I think maybe he's one of those.
It could be, and he's got the divider up, so
Right.
he's like, "Oh, you're just a little bee" or something like that.
I had a woman thank me for not having a mask on when I was delivering groceries to a door.
Interesting.
Yeah, she's like, just thank you for not buying into all that. I'm like, shut up.
Did you tell her to shut up?
No. But I was just dropping her stuff off and going. Like, I didn't really plan on interacting. But she thanked me for not having a mask
Don't
on.
most people expect it to be completely touchless, and even you drop them off and leaving before you see
right,
them?
99% of the time. But some people don't care and they just come out. And that's fine. I don't care. But it's just the fact that she thanked me for not having one on. I'm like, oh, you're one of those.
The people that, and I'm not going to make this
Too late.
political, but it's just
Should I
it's
mute
so
his mic?
interesting to people who think that the pandemic is going to be gone once the election is over.
I know.
Or that the whole world is faking it.
Oh yeah, I know.
Just for
I know.
us.
Just for us. I almost said his name. Can't say his name.
Please don't. We'll probably definitely get banned.
All right, so
somebody's looking for a couch auction on
What's up?
Facebook.
We're the couch.
oh, bro,
Who's that?
there's like a group of people that bomb live streams.
Oh, okay. Yes, there is. They used to go into vent chats and mess with you.
You might want to get the band hammer ready.
Is the man?
Yeah. The Bo Diddley, you might. Yeah, you might.
I hid the comment. I don't know how to ban people from Facebook, unfortunately.
Esteban has a question. Okay,
said,
Esteban,
what's up?
What's your question?
So we'll move on, and we'll talk to him a little
Maybe
bit.
he wants to ask about
The couch?
Yeah, maybe.
The next article.
Some of these are silly, guys, if you're new to the show. Some of these are funny. Some of these are serious. That last one was serious. This one's a little...
Right.
Yeah, you
Gotta-
need a little.
Got to
less-
even it out a little bit after that.
Yeah,
last
that
one.
was pretty... That
Exactly.
kid was a
I
little
was not
stressful.
expecting that.
It was
No,
terrifying.
That was crazy.
So this next one's from a Uber Eats delivery driver
Hey.
group.
Oh,
You
okay.
skipped mine.
That's my fault. I did skip yours. Go ahead. Just hey, let's just be professional and just like maybe just let him roll with it, and then after he's done, then after he's done, then you can say, "Oh, hey, Jason, I think you skipped mine. It was my fault."
Why is it your fault?
Because I put the thing up.
Oh, I get you. Okay,
It's not pizza fault.
It's Jason's fault. Yeah, just
It's always Jason's fault. Just make the assumption.
Always Jason's fault. Okay, keep going.
All right, so this next one, for those of you who can't see, it says, the DoorDash man asked if I can meet him in the lobby. I asked him, you work for Lobby Dash or DoorDash? Heyo!
I laughed really hard the first time I read it. I've now seen it 15 times on my Facebook page, so it's decreasingly in funniness. But
find out.
You know,
keep talking, please.
Okay. So, so my
there's another one. So
let's just roll with it.
Okay. So my story here is how unfortunately a Uber driver was killed during a car chase. He was not the one being chased, but a police officer, obviously accidentally hit him. So it is a car chase, and the Uber driver's vehicle was struck by a deputy after a suspect vehicle tried to go around him near an entrance ramp. There was a driver in the car. The driver was not did not die, but no, the driver died. Sorry, the passenger did not die, but the driver was announced dead at the hospital. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit knocked out of it here for a while. What was I gonna say? There was one more thing I wanted to mention. I forget what that was. Okay.
What's the matter?
I got knocked out of this a little bit. What and all the ruckus in the studio right now?
Sorry.
No, it's me.
No, it's me too. Pete and I are trying to
figure out how to
deal with people.
I'm just trying not to laugh at all the comments coming in. Okay, so next story.
Yeah. I think they're just trying to rile us out.
Yeah.
Yep, that's okay.
What did Esteban? How would you react to an angry Uber Pax?
The same way Jason reacts to anybody who tries to charge any of his chargers or his radio.
Slap
or
him in
any
the
of
hand. No.
No, I mean I do have. I do have more of an issue when somebody. I don't know, man. I've never been in that situation.
No.
So not like that.
Right.
I mean, not even an assault. I don't think I've ever had anyone scream me down like that.
I had one time, it's about 2.5 years ago now, I had a group get into my car. They tried to steal the ride. And they would do the whole thing. It was downtown, but there were 6 people getting into my van. And I did confirm where they were, but I don't know what the hell happened. But they got in there, and they wanted me to change the address. And then I said, well, do it on the app. Mm-hmm. And he said, well, my phone was just stolen. Yeah, of course it was. Get out. And so, at that point I knew what happened, and they got upset.
Yeah.
And this one guy started pounding on the door.
Yeah.
Nothing happened to the car, but he was like.
Yeah, but you're kind of a calm guy. I've never seen you get real
Although
angry.
that one video, which is now taken down, that one where he was just a bad guy.
Yeah. So he also asked, this Esteban, I think, is in Detroit. I've seen him post. He has for delivery. Do you guys go inside hotels and apartments? I mean,
some places you can, some places you can't.
Yeah, every hotel I've done any delivery to, whether it be luggage or food or whatever, they make you just wait in the lobby. Right. There is no going to the rooms. And I mean, hotels, or apartments, I go to their door.
Sorry,
but I'm not going inside.
But don't some of them just let it drop them off in the by the entrance, right? What's it called? They drop the food off by the the check-in.
At a hotel?
At the hotel, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, usually they expect you to wait for the person to come downstairs. Just drop it and go. Okay. But
our newest comment, it's a pleasure for me to write this testimony how I got my genital herpes cured over a month ago.
Okay.
Yep, we've been infiltrated.
I think we found out why we have so many people, listening to our podcast.
I think I shared it in the wrong group.
Yeah,
I think that's part of the problem.
Well, there's a Facebook group of people, and what they do is they go around and they harass live streams until you like put a shoe on top of your head, and then they all leave.
Well, I can do that. Hang on.
But
see if that works.
Yeah, how does how do they? Yeah, whatever, man.
Well, let's see if it works.
I'm sure just one of them stumbles upon it and they just share it with all their friends. And
what I don't understand is get a fucking life.
Yeah.
Well,
excuse my French.
What else are they supposed to do? It's
COVID-19, bro.
COVID, yeah.
Well,
they're bored.
Yeah. Is anyone else logged in as the actual page that can start taking care of this so I don't get distracted? Or not? Are you all logged in by yourself?
It's okay. I just put a shoe on my head, so it's gonna be over now.
Yeah,
so
no.
Anyways, I kept seeing people say, DoorDash slides up. DoorDash slide. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Oh, we had the DoorDash slide up. So sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. So we're on to mine now, the green one.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so I have a little Reddit.
I mean, you can summarize. You don't have to read it all, but if it's up to you.
I haven't read it yet.
You come to the show and
reading,
and you want to come on. So go ahead. Then you can read the whole thing.
Yep, that'll give us time to start banning these people.
Exactly, that'll give you some time, Jason, to get together.
I'm sweating.
Yeah, it's okay. You got some time. So I pick up a guy at the bar who did the zombie shuffle to my car. In my head, I said, "Oh shit, this is gonna suck." So long story short, he pukes in my car. Put my window down my interior, in the window jamb between the seats. I'm a father of 3 with a strong stomach, so I kept my cool, didn't miss a beat. We get to his house and he says he'll go get supplies to clean it. He leaves my car. Me being smart, snapped a bunch of pics. He comes back out and starts cleaning. By cleaning, I mean smearing. He gives me $20 and apologized. I drove away and parked a few blocks down. I called support. They emailed me a link. I uploaded the pics. Before I got to the 24-hour Walgreens, $150 was in my account. I spent his $20 and $10 of my cash on supplies, so I cleaned my car for $30 after making $140 because I spent my $10 and he gave me $20. I'm sure he was pissed when he saw the charge, but come on, you're a stranger and this is my car. Only reason I was pissed is because it happened on my third ride so early in my night. I drive third shift. If it happened at the end of the night, I would have made a killing with an ending ride like him. Next day, I was cleaning what looked like Taco Bell chicken burrito out of my carpet. He used a stick to get the chunks from my window-seal. Gross.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we've been there. We've all been there, especially Pete, like mostly.
Have you ever had somebody wanting to clean up after the incident?
I've had somebody offer to clean up.
I think someone has said something about... Yeah, no, I had one guy from Grand Valley. His buddy puked. And he came out and tried to wipe it up and didn't do a great job, but he tried.
I've had 2 people wanting to clean it up. And one of the persons I actually ended up not even charging at all. Yeah. Because they did a really good job. Yeah. It was in the middle of the night. It was only on the outside of the car.
Right.
And of course, that's why, but they came... So there was 2 girls, and the one was like dead drunk.
Did they have 1 cup?
Shut up. So gross.
Oh.
So gross.
Anyways, so she was very drunk, and she was the one who puked out the window. Her girlfriend, they were not girlfriends, but her friend.
We know what you mean.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I got him all frazzled.
Do the video again. Come on. But she was sober, and so she cleaned it up. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think Gabe had someone who tried to clean up, but he has those weird seats in his Jeep that have the little holes in them.
Oh, I remember that.
So it all just got underneath.
One, yeah.
It's when he borrowed my steam vac because he couldn't get it all out.
He should just burn the car.
Oh, poor Betty White.
Yeah, I think I've had.
Yeah, I know.
I've had a few pukers. My worst one was in my wife's van that we don't have anymore, but it was gross. It was everywhere.
I feel like there's like a lot of nooks and crannies too in a van because the front seats are split. It's not a bench, so there's just more places for it to get into.
Yeah, she was in the back and just kind of puked down the side of the van.
Still,
it's puke.
It's happened way too many times on my car.
Yeah, I think it's your driving. We saw you at one time when you hit the curb.
That is not true.
Or when we raced downtown for that surge.
Well, that one didn't work so well.
Anyways, so this one.
He's a nice officer, though.
Yeah, so was that ticket he gave you.
There you go.
So on the screen, you'll see it's, I call it Hustler, and I kind of like this. He's got for sale, 3-ply mask, $1. K990 mask, $3. K9, why am I saying K9? KN. What are they, they're not called, what are they called?
They're usually N95.
N95. So what's the fuck's the
maybe it's formally KN, but nobody says the
Well,
K.
he's selling them for $4, so.
Yeah.
A gator mask, $4. Face shield, $3. 10-foot chargers, $8. Kobe shirts, $10.
I'm sorry, you missed one.
Hey, that was the finisher. You have to wait. The second to last one is condoms, $2 or 3 for $5. I mean,
some people have high hopes.
I mean, 3 condoms? No, they're going to be so drunk they're going to screw up the first 2, and it's going to take 3 of them to get it right, to get it on. So, crazy. All right, Jesper, you're up, buddy.
Oh, I'm still thinking about the 3 condoms. Okay.
Or the 2 girls, 1 cup?
No. My God. You are just not doing well. So this is a story from a Lyft Reddit. Nearly drowned while caught in 5 feet flash flood waters around 9 p.m. Wednesday evening in South Carolina. Are you playing the video?
Hey, so I'm in an Uber and it's flooding. All right, we got to get the fuck out of here. Water's coming up to the damn things. Hey, Hey, don't crank it up, man. All you're doing is getting water into your engine.
It's in neutral. Thank you, bro.
Hey, buddy. Hey.
You getting out of here?
Dude, I don't know if you realize this or not, man, but there's water. Look back here, buddy.
I know. I hear you.
This is so crazy.
Well,
I love the accents.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you can tell that's not Midwestern.
No.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
That is crazy.
So what day was that? Do we know?
Well, I don't know. Why? What does it matter?
Well, because there wasn't a couple of storms. It wasn't this new, right? Just a couple of storms left.
From the hurricane.
Yeah.
It could have
right
been
now?
from the hurricane.
I don't know if it was that from there. I mean, it was they say it was a flash flood.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. It comes so fast. There was one time we had a rain like crazy. It was the middle of the day, and I was driving on Alpine.
Yeah.
And it was right by Ann Street, and right underneath the bridge.
Oh.
Yep.
Something. I don't know what happened, but it was crazy, and I had tons of cars behind me. All I could do was go through it. So,
yeah.
Luckily, I was not in the black car. I was in the van. So
Oh man,
the black car would have sailed away.
Yeah. I mean, Michigan or Division and 28th Street.
I was just gonna say the other spot is Division and 28.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be careful with those flash floods because you're not supposed to go through them.
No, I know.
Especially if you don't know the depth.
But I had tons of cars behind me. What am I supposed to do?
I mean,
Flip them off.
I would just get out, run through it, see how deep it is. Don't worry about your pants.
Jump a little bit.
Yeah, you're like, okay, I'm good. So Pete wanted me to add this for the Grand Rapids group.
Yeah, for the Grand Rapids people. It's kind of an info thing, and it was kind of a funny thing. But the new Hotel Mertens, the French-style restaurant downtown Grand Rapids that has been closed because of COVID, is changing its name to Mertens Prime.
Yeah. Mertens.
And I thought it was funny
Which
because it never
like...
fails. Everybody always asks me, is the hotel nice in there?
I've never had that happen.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, wait.
It makes you think
the
of
Hotel Mertens isn't a hotel? No, I swear to God.
No, it's impressive.
It used to be 100 years ago. It was.
I'm a freaking idiot. I swear to God, I didn't know it wasn't a hotel.
It was a very nice French restaurant.
Well, that's why I added it for Pete because I didn't know what the hell he was talking about.
It makes me think of like.
Aren't they doing cheesesteaks or something out of there now, though?
They are. They're pop-up kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
yeah, Miguel says on Twitch the K&N like the car filters. I wonder if that's what the guy was selling.
Maybe.
But no, and they had really good food, and they're changing their menu a little bit, and I really hope they don't take the truffle pasta off the menu. It's so good. It's truffle and a ham, and oh man, it's so good.
No.
Yes,
Mushrooms are gross.
Mushrooms are gross.
What?
Are you on my side with this?
Oh, I'm all over that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So we have a more refined palate than you.
Truffle butter.
There's a song called Truffle Butter, and it's not about truffles. Let me tell you. You want to look it up, Scott. Who is it, Drake and Nicki Minaj?
I don't know. I've not heard the song.
Okay.
No, that's not really my genre.
Let's not go into that right now.
Yeah, talking about skeletons, probably not, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you're up, Sam.
Okay.
Play it again, Sam.
Play it again.
Is this a video?
No.
Oh. Well, give me a hot second here. Oh, we keep talking about great food.
I remember the first time I was on the podcast.
I know. I feel like I'm new.
Hey-yo.
Dennis saying the mushrooms are the best. I'm not sure that Sam's, thinking about mushrooms and truffles is the same thing. I don't think.
I'm thinking about the truffle shuffle.
What? I don't even know what that is.
What?
Come on, man.
I guess that is a
don't know
pop
about
culture
truffles.
reference. No, it's understandable that he.
It was in the
wouldn't understand
80s.
that.
You were here in the 80s.
No, I was not.
Came in the
What year did you move
late
here?
90s.
2001.
Oh,
You did?
Yeah.
it's
You
been
don't know the
20 years
Goonies?
since
Just
then.
yeah, I know the Goonies.
The truffle shuffle.
Wow.
That's what the kid does.
Do it. Come on. Do it. And then he does the truffle shuffle. Okay. I guess
I've
new.
never
I
seen the
saw
movie,
the
but I know
movie.
what it is.
I saw the movie many times. It's a good
I'm a
movie. I
90s
remember-
baby. Why would I have
remember it.
ever seen it?
Because it's a classic.
No.
All right. Whoever thinks it's a classic, please chime in,
I don't
for
care
God's sake.
what you think.
Classic.
Thank you.
It is a classic.
So-
Next,
I
you're going
like
to say you probably never saw Gremlins.
Nope.
it. Oh.
The only thing I know about Gremlins is the Family Guy parodies.
Did you see Back to the Future?
Parts of it, didn't like it.
Dude, I'm out.
Okay, the door is up there. You better leave.
Either she goes, either she goes or I go.
Bye.
I just watched all three Back to the Futures.
I know. I know.
No.
I'm actually showing the kids them. No, my Maxwell, he's all over it.
Dude,
That's
I think
great.
what do they always say? They hold the test of time or
Test of time.
The sequel is the worst, though. That
Yeah.
one is the worst of the three. It's always the second is always the worst.
I just like all three of them. So
Yeah, they're all pretty good.
They are good, but second is not nearly as good as the other ones.
All right, we finally ready?
I think so.
Did you read the story?
I got through some of it, yes.
Trying to help.
So, no, I mean, effectively, in the UK, there's drivers suing Uber Eats because they don't like the algorithm, how it's being used to manage workers, and I'm sure effectively keep them from getting paid more, which is what they want.
yeah, I'll
Do you have a
say
different
that's not the
article?
article I'm seeing.
The rideshare guy one?
Yeah.
That's the beginning of the article.
How do you
So-
really feel, Shanae?
I did read the article. There's also sections here about what it's like to be an Uber driver during the COVID panic and the shameful. Yeah, there's all sorts of things here. What part of this did you want me to read?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got hooked in by the title about the Uber driver.
There's a ton of them here.
Yeah. Well,
Which part do you want me to go
I don't
through?
give a fuck.
It's
Sorry.
the Waves restaurant fees.
Oh, okay. Uber Eats waive restaurant fees. Cool.
Done.
I mean, this happened like a month ago, so I didn't think this was new.
This is
Hey,
what happens.
this is a bi-weekly podcast. We don't.
I just thought it would have been covered. I think it's more interesting about Uber drivers complaining that Uber is still taking like hundreds of dollars from their paychecks to pay for tickets that they didn't even know they had.
You mean the airport tickets?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crap because I think they probably write the ticket and don't give it to the driver and then turn it into Uber. It's
Exactly.
kind of like a cash cow.
It is.
for
Yeah,
them.
they know it'll get paid. They don't have a choice.
That's bullshit.
A
So-
cash cow.
You've never heard of that one either?
I do. I have. Just move on.
Hey, there's a rideshare shield for sale for $69.99.
Like I skimmed through this last night and I don't remember these.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's all right. You just ruined the
I'm
whole
being
show.
the worst person on the show today.
Might as well
Like,
just shut it down.
I looked through all the pictures and didn't realize that all of mine were
looked at
articles.
the pictures.
Well, anyways, can you send us some money for this awesome content that we're providing? I mean, we would love it.
Hey, you know what? We've caused a few good laughs, I think.
Yeah, I'm still sweating. So yeah, if you go to
it's warm down here. It's not just you.
Yeah, patreon.com/gigecon podcast. The $5 tier is just to support the show. What?
You got it right.
Thank you.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, I didn't even have to read it either. I've been practicing when I'm mowing lawns. So if you go to patreon.com/gigecon podcast, the $5 tier is just to like buying us a cup of coffee every month, saying thank you. The $10 tier gets you a little bit of merch, which Janet is owed some merch, so I'll go get some plasma so we can ship it out. And then you get one bonus podcast a month. We're a little behind.
I thought we decided we were going to send it just only to Canada, and she needed to pick it up herself in Canada.
I think Buffalo, actually.
I think
Buffalo or New York.
Okay.
But and then you also get a free or an extra podcast a month, and then behind the scenes, basically the pre-show a half hour before, and it was pretty nutty bananas today.
It was.
So
it was.
It was fun.
It was crazy.
So yeah, if you feel like supporting us, you like the content we put out, except Sam, please go to the patreon.com/gigacon podcast.
Got him.
Yeah.
Throw a gummy down his throat. Maybe shut him up.
It's gonna choke me.
Shut him up.
All right, Jesper, you are up, sir. I think I'm right this time. This is the best, to be honest with you.
Uber Eats delivery drivers.
You need to read this correctly, like as written.
Oh, see, that should be a game, too. Like, you have to read the post as people type it.
Yo, I'm picking up from McDonald's. This chick just dropped the customer's drink lid on floor and put it on his drink. I'm facing the pickup counter, but saw her from a peripheral vision.
A peripheral what?
Vision. I guess it was just the 5-sec rule.
Oh, you see so many crazy things.
That's
about
nasty.
That is so gross.
Yeah.
But
what?
There's no defense for this.
There's no but.
All McDonald's.
Are you upset that?
No, I don't. Never mind. What happened now?
Oh, okay.
There you go. Yeah. No, they can't do that. Of course not.
It couldn't get much worse tonight.
Yeah, no, I don't know. You can't defend somebody dropping the lid on the ground and not getting a new one.
No, that's
it's
true.
Not that hard.
5-second rule. That's good.
Yeah, Sam, send it to Sam. She can look it up. I don't have time to look up your response, Esteban. I apologize.
Well, I was looking for it. I don't know where it is.
It's in there. I just can't dig through my phone right now. So, Peter.
All right. So this next video, let's watch it.
All right.
I can't believe we survived. Those are the words from a terrified Uber driver caught in the middle of a crush of teens downtown attacking his car.
Only on 2 tonight, Jermont Terry live in the loop where that driver and his passengers were targeted. Jermont.
Brad, that driver had just pulled up to this intersection. He had to jump the curb and get this, go the wrong way down Washington on the sidewalk just to escape these teenagers. And tonight, this attack is raising bigger concerns about what's being done about these rowdy teenagers in downtown. Standing at the corner of Wabash and Washington brings back horrible memories for this Uber driver.
I'm just scared, and it's going to take a while to regain the trust of the city, I guess.
Here's why he's fearful. Take a look at how his Kia ended up. Every window busted out, all by a group of teens who were getting ushered by police from Millennium Park July 4th weekend.
I said, oh, and so then they came and jumped on the car, started dancing around on top of the hood.
He tells me some in the crowd turned violent and tried opening the doors. What happened next left him and his 2 passengers in disbelief.
And then they broke in the driver window. And that's where I knew we were in big trouble because they were trying to grab me, and I heard the back rear window shatter as well.
A pitchfork crashed through the rear window, coming within inches of his Uber passengers.
Who knows what would have happened if they were able to pull us out of the vehicle. It's terrifying just to think that there's basically a school of piranhas just roaming the streets of Chicago, and we don't know where they're going to show up.
CBS 2 first exposed how groups of 300 to 400 have roamed the Loop and downtown for consecutive Saturdays. CPD said they have tactical units ready to deal with the crowds, but with the crowd turning violent, many are concerned it will only get worse.
It was nothing short of a miracle that he's still living.
Community activist Reverend Robin Hood says we don't need an act of God.
Thank you.
Action from the government.
Hold on.
Yes, Robin Hood, we got it.
I'm so glad you caught it. I was banning another person, and so I was waiting for that. So let's back that up a little bit. Listen to this. Listen to the guy's name from the church. I think I went back to
the Loop and downtown for consecutive Saturdays. CPD said they have tactical units ready to deal with the crowds, but with the crowd turning violent, many are concerned it will only get worse.
It was nothing short of a miracle that he's still living.
Community activist Reverend Robin Hood says we don't need an
It's a black Robin Hood.
Action from the government.
The state needs to step up.
What a perfect name for a minister of a church.
I know. Jobs that should have started last week.
Hood is not justifying the violence associated with these large meetups, but he believes without neighborhood resources, this could get worse.
It's easy to say that those kids were thugs. No, these kids are suffering from trauma to the 10th power.
Police Superintendent David Brown relates to the frustration.
If police is the only people at the podium answering questions, likely nothing will change.
So let's talk about the trauma for a second.
Now, CPD telling us that they are simply monitoring the large groups as they pop up here in the downtown area.
Could you pick the loudest corner?
Question if it's time to start arresting these teenagers. We should point out, as for the Uber driver, he was unhurt. However, he had more than $8,000 in damages to his vehicle. Reporting live.
Is this the one that had the pitchfork in the back?
Yes.
Yeah, I missed that. That's crazy. What were you saying, Jesper?
Well, so I was going to say, so he says that obviously all these kids, young kids, were not at fault because they're all victims of trauma. Let's say they are. That doesn't make it right. It doesn't.
No, they're just asshole kids being asshole kids.
Well, that's the thing, right? And there might be some of them that are victims of trauma because that's what they do.
But I want to know what he meant by that. Like, is he just saying because
grow up in Chicago?
Oh, you think that's it? Or I was thinking maybe COVID related.
Well,
I don't know.
no,
like they can't do anything.
I'm
so
sure it's a multi-factor.
Right. But I mean, I think part of what he was trying to do, and I think he is right, that one of the ways or one of the things that's going to tie into fixing it is community involvement. Yes.
Sorry.
But it doesn't mean they are not at fault. It doesn't mean that it's right for them and okay for them to roam around and do this crap.
Well, it's funny. He basically said it was a miracle that no one got hurt, but then said, it's fine. They can, it's kids being kids. So.
Well, he was blaming the community, society, right? That it was really not the kids' fault.
Lack of community resources.
Right.
Which is true. I mean, let's face it. Chicago is a shit show. Besides this story, I mean, they have a big
Absolutely,
problem.
they do.
It reminds me of our little motorcycle gang a little bit, though.
Oh my gosh, they are ridiculous. And the thing that's, I mean, didn't it start out by just driving around on mini motorcycles, and now it's all kinds of motorcycles.
Oh, maybe.
I think it's. I mean, maybe there's more than one bicycle gang in Grand Rapids, but the one I know for sure is the mini bike one that go up and down from
scooters,
Wealthy Street down to downtown.
But then
running red lights and
I know Detroit has that problem too. And like, what do? Like, what do the police do to stop that? It's like almost, especially when there's so many of them, unless you just put out a thing of spike strips and they all just ride over it and But
I mean. It's nuts. I remember last year I was downtown and they were like doing wheelies up and down like the bar streets. Like somebody is going to get hit.
Well, you
had to spend like 6 lights waiting to go through an intersection because there were so many of them and they kept coming and coming.
The cops aren't going to.
Yeah. Glad you like that.
I wish I had my buttons up. Basically. It's going to be fine until someone gets hurt. Right. And then the cops going to be like, okay, we need to stop this. And, I mean, I don't know why they get away with it, but whatever.
Just wait until...
it's just not worth the resources to deal with it.
When's the scooter supposed to start?
Yeah, we were supposed to get scooters.
Yeah.
Well, then COVID started, so who knows if that changed.
Yeah.
True.
Who was that through again? Was it...
It was through the city, but
that's right. They got that grant.
Yeah.
Who knows? Freaking city.
Oh, with all the glass that had to be repaired, maybe all the funds went that way.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Pete, this is kind of a hilarious one.
All right, so
it's really small on the screen, but
got to figure out where we are.
Oh, we're talking about the surge. Remember, you got the back to back.
Yeah.
This guy had a plan.
All right, so this is from one of the Facebook groups. Your strategy doesn't seem to be working. It isn't hard at all for me to make 400 plus in an 8-hour shift, and we rarely get surges here.
Okay, so sorry. There's a picture missing. You need to read the first post, which is on the screen, which you probably can't read.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's a beginning.
Sorry, I can read it. If every Uber and Lyft driver would remain off the app and only take the rides at the pay surge rates or bonus. Oh God, I can barely read that. I can app. Okay. It's a good story, but
I can read it.
If you only take rides that have a surge, we'd all make more money.
Thank you. That basically sums it up.
Right.
And so then this is the comment he made. Like, what did he say? Like $800, $400.
Yeah, it says it's not hard for me to make 400 plus in an 8-hour shift. We rarely get surges here. If they are surges, it's usually $1.25 or $1.75.
Right.
I think the best comment says Paul Napier sounds like a gay porn name. I mean, when I was putting this together, and I'm sad I didn't put it in the rundown for y'all, I laughed out loud. I was down here by myself just chuckling. It was just a funny comment.
When I saw it on Facebook, I was laughing really hard.
So for people that are new drivers, and I know it's COVID right now, but as things open back up, that surge thing would be really great if it worked.
If we could get everybody on board.
On board. Now, if you join our Telegram group, you can try. We'll tell you to shut that up, but we're not going to do it. And it's against terms of service. And we did do a story maybe a year ago about those guys at the airport that were doing that. And so it is terms of service.
Yeah, it's price fixing.
Apparently, Esteban knows.
I know. I saw that. I was like, he must be in the Detroit group too. But I'm not saying Paul Napier is gay. I just thought that comment was funny. So it's just funny to me.
And apparently he posts political posts.
Man, I would ban that. I would not want people doing it. It's not a it's a rideshare group. It's not a political post.
Once in a while you see one on the Amazon Flex group and I'm like, why is this in here?
I always report them.
That's what I do.
I mean, I'm not it's like snitches get stitches, but I just want it off the page because, like, even if it's...
I got my own Facebook feed, saw the political
Right. I mean, even if it's for my political side, I don't want it on there. That's not what this page is for. You have your own Facebook page for that. So, where are we at?
Angela says she lives right off Division. Super annoying in regards to the bicycles.
Ooh,
yeah.
That would be annoying.
You have the story about Uber things.
Yeah, you mean
the item that was lost in the car?
Yeah.
I'm doing that right now. So,
I was just helping out.
I appreciate that, Jesper. Hi, Chris. Hope this email finds you well. Xavier lost a licensed concealed firearm in your ride. As a reminder, drivers receive $15 for the direct return of a lost item in person or by mail. Were you able to find it? Please reply back yes or no. Also, what's a good contact number so we can pass on to Xavier so that they can reach out to you? Looking forward to your response. And then the next picture is the pistol. Call the police. Like, you're not, I mean, how do you know it's concealed? Of course, Xavier probably said it was, or he had a license for it, but you don't know. I'd be like, hell no.
You know what I find really interesting is that passengers are allowed to carry weapons.
Yeah.
But drivers aren't.
Yeah. There's one, I should have put it for the show that I shared for next show. Remember I put the line and there's...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's basically a guy tried to get in a car with not an AK, I shouldn't have said that, an AR-15.
Yeah.
Not an assault rifle. Yeah. It is not an assault rifle. An AK-47 is an assault rifle and is illegal, but it was an AR-15. And she was like, what would you do? So we'll talk about that next time. But, yeah, I would... Please, as a new driver, if anyone's listening, do not return it to him. You call the police. Let them facilitate that. So,
right.
Yeah.
I feel like somebody that, I mean, it's not us.
If you're irresponsible enough to lose it, you don't deserve it.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, there are random stories.
Oops. Where'd my gun go?
Yeah, like unless it must not have been a secure holster because, like, how would it even fall out? And wouldn't you notice that? Like, it's not a little gun. It has a little weight to it. You'd be like, I feel lighter.
I don't own a gun. I don't carry one. Not just because I just don't.
Some
but
people are just three sheets.
I feel
to the
like.
wind.
But don't you think this is just a BS story? Don't you think this is the Xavier just did this for the fun of it?
No, because
no.
This came from Lyft.
Yeah, but I know, but anybody can take a picture of a gun and report it to Lyft.
Oh, I see.
And say, "Hey, I forgot my gun in the car."
Yeah, but why would you do that?
To make something fun, to do a stupid story, to get some attention.
Well, Xavier is the one that lost the
paying.
gun. Chris is the driver.
I know.
Oh.
I know. So anybody can say, "I lost an item," and just put in
just to screw with their driver?
Yeah.
No.
But why would you do that?
No, but you can.
Well, yeah, I can do lots of stuff.
I think this is just a BS story. I don't think this is
really.
real.
I mean, if it was like a dildo or something, I could see that. But like,
what you thinking about?
A straw.
We're talking about a gun.
I was in the middle of that, and you just totally distracted me. I'm trying to talk to Angela over here.
Yeah, do you guys want to PM somewhere else?
I'm trying to talk to Angela on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
She's talking to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
what's roadie? No, I'm kidding.
So yeah, I think it's real. I think we've had stories on with this since we started podcasting, right. So it does happen. But I feel like if you do that, you should lose your license, your concealed carry license.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you actually lose your gun, yes.
Listen to him. He doesn't believe it for 1 second. This
Not
is real.
at all. No. I think some stupid idiot kid thought it was a fun idea to post any picture off the internet with a story.
It's a banged up gun too. It's like not even well taken care of. But anyways.
What's the I mean, let's ask a little bit about what's the biggest thing, if you will, what's the most costly item that's been forgotten in your cars?
Probably phones. I mean, phones are like $1,000. What about?
So I had a question last week, obviously, and we all know the answer to this one here. I saw it on YouTube. What do you do? How do you stop the tracking of the phones? Obviously, you kill the phone right away.
According to some lady, you go drive out to the desert, put it in a paper bag, and you bury it.
What?
Not sure if you remember that post. We had it on the podcast.
Yeah,
I don't
it was
remember
a while
that
back.
Post, no, just shut it off, right? Shut off the phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Because they will show up.
They will.
Wasn't it somebody
that was Ben.
Yeah. I've had that happen twice.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it's mostly with Apple phones because they're deadly accurate. When you pin them, you can see if it's in the bathroom. I mean, you can zoom in that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess turn it off. And then when you're ready to turn it on, or just bring it to a police station if you don't want to mess with it. But then you're not going to get your $15 fee. So.
Sure you would. As long as you say you returned it.
That's true. I always make the joke when new people. I feel bad, like in
if I have to drive to the police station, I'm charging you that $15.
Well, the new drivers in the Grand Rapids group, they're like, "Oh, what should I do with his phone?" I said, "You just throw that fucker right out the window." I'm like, "No, seriously, please don't do that." But all right, so this video is Sam's. She's busy chatting with her girlfriend.
I read the article while you guys were talking.
It's a video.
Yeah, but there's also an article, so I know what's going to happen.
I don't even know where the fuck I am anyways.
See,
It's
ready.
all out of order. I don't even think I have it in here.
It's okay. You don't need to. It's
fine.
Yeah,
I got it.
Social distance, wear a mask, wash your hands.
This guy's
How
a
about
weirdo.
Keep your hands out of the bag.
He's like...
An Austin resident says his
like
Uber Eats delivery
Tired
driver
of
liked
looking
his
at him,
food
you can
so
tell.
much he
He
ate
hates
some of
his
it.
life.
Our Charlie Damar live with the story you'll only see on 2. Charlie.
Brad and Erica, you can add this to your list of COVID concerns. A 15-piece boneless chicken wing dinner, apparently too tempting for this delivery driver in all of this. It was all caught on camera. His explanation, simple. He was hungry.
And he's walking along the grass, and then my camera happened to pick him up.
There are security cameras all over Richard Jackson's home.
Gestured towards my camera.
In the Austin neighborhood.
He was clearly caught digging into my food.
The cameras light up. There's even warning signs alerting people to the cameras.
He was digging into the bag, sort of chucking the boneless wings.
But that apparently didn't stop this delivery guy.
Repeatedly popping them in.
From helping himself to Jackson's dinner.
This is when
I think he was high AF.
The sauce smeared all over the bag. It's missing several pieces of the chicken.
Jackson used Uber Eats to order dinner from Buffalo Wild Wings. He says instead of his assigned delivery driver, a man hops out of the passenger side door and almost immediately begins rifling through the bag.
It's concerning that he was so nonchalant, especially during a pandemic where we have a highly transmissible disease.
A 2019 U.S. food study polled 500 deliverers.
Listen to the stat.
28% admitted to snagging customers.
28?
More than half say they've been tempted to do so.
Never
by the
ordering
smell.
food again.
I did challenge him on why he was eating my food.
Jackson confronted the driver on the porch, and after a few moments, Jackson says he got an admission and refused to accept the order.
He eventually admitted to eating my food. He said that, oh, well, I was hungry.
Now, Uber did issue a refund. Jackson said he's also upset with the restaurant Buffalo Wild Wings for not putting those tamper-proof seals or stickers on his food. Now, based on Uber's own rules and guidelines, it appears that this driver did violate several of them. A representative, a spokesperson for Uber, says that they are looking into this incident. We are live tonight in the Loop. Charlie DeMar, CBS 2 News.
Man.
So there's a couple of problems here. First of all, the guy who brought the food up at the door wasn't even the driver.
Doesn't mean he wasn't the guy on the app, though.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of, like, that guy in the Tesla, he drives around and his girl goes up and delivers the food. So I can only presume that the girl is the account holder.
Right. And I mean, you get into a car accident, there's going to be some insurance issues, but whatever.
That's the least of their problems.
Yes. But I just...
What are the other problems?
Well, I got wings from Buffalo Wild Wings, which isn't even that good.
No.
So I'd be curious, what, as far as like in Grand Rapids, I think Wing Doozy is the best over Buffalo Wild Wings. But does anyone know any other wings around here that are like?
I got wings from that new place they're from Detroit. They're out on the East Belt Line by Knapp. Detroit Wing Company.
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
See, I don't even like wings.
Oh, you're un-American.
Well, see,
you can't even.
I don't either. No.
I should change my statement. They weren't actually wings; they were boneless wings. I don't like bone in.
Oh, all right.
Bone-in wings are a waste of time. There's not enough meat for the amount of bone in them.
Right. Also, it's gross.
Boneless wings are great, but
I'd take that. I'd go like this. Take that meat right off that bone.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Ask your wife to do it that way tonight.
Hey-o!
Oh, I turned it down. I didn't hit it.
Hey-o!
There we go.
Wow.
But,
wow.
No, I just
right
I
off the
can't
bone.
Imagine, like, it's one thing to steal someone's food while you're in your car and nobody can see you.
Walking up to the door.
Like, who does that?
Yeah,
I mean, I've worked in kitchens for a long time, and it is normal. It is expected. You put extra fries on a plate because you know when the server walks up, they're stealing a fry from their customer. But they do it in the kitchen, in the privacy where only the cooks see them.
I got a story for y'all. You guys are going to think I'm so nasty.
And yes, Jesper, it always happens.
You guys are going to think...
I'm never going to eat restaurant food.
You guys are going to think I'm really nasty. Now, this wasn't food going out. This is food coming back. So I used to work at Famous Dave's, and they would order a rack of ribs, right? And they would eat like 3 ribs, and the rest of them would come back.
You're so gross.
I would take the back end that wasn't touched and eat like 2 or 3 of them.
How do you know the person didn't just lick it?
I mean, I know what the wings or the ribs look like before they went out. Now, they very well could have, but I was willing to roll the dice for free ribs.
That's so gross.
Who called me terrible, by the way? Somebody said I'm terrible on YouTube. Who said that?
I did.
Mom just yelled at me for what I said to you.
What did you say to me?
The comment about Megan.
Isn't it a bummer that your mom can listen to some of the stuff you say when you're not at home?
It's fine.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Okay.
Don't you think she knows? I mean, come on. It can't be a surprise.
Oh, that was the best comment of the night, Jesper. Don't you think she knows? Okay, real quick, another plug for us. If you could please go to YouTube and subscribe to the channel, like the stream, comment. Jesper will try to comment back, but he probably won't. So
I'm bad at it, apparently. So.
We're gonna jump into your video next, but Pete, I found the picture that I
see that.
Oh, you see that? Yeah. How I mixed them. Somehow they, bounced around or whatever. But So, Jesper, do you want to premise this video, or do you just want me to do it?
Just play it.
Basically, this guy stands his ground. It's basically my clone. This guy is exactly what I would do.
I'm convinced he saw your video first.
Yeah, I think you're right.
This was part of his 10-minute training.
Yeah, it was. It's pretty good. I didn't edit this one either. I think it's a little long, but we'll do it till.
Wow.
Fine. I thought about that when I did put it in. I thought maybe we did. But anyways, that girl's a bitch. She was too bougie.
So, I want to talk about one thing that I was concerned about this, and I had that happen to me a couple of times. Not there was anything, but what do you guys do if people touch you?
Because I got a video times on my channel on YouTube.
You have your own channel?
I do.
Why?
Whoa! We almost got an F word out of Jesper.
No. So anyways, keep talking.
So. I mean, personally, as long as it doesn't get like out of hand.
Can you define?
Can you show out of hand?
I think out of hand depends on the day and the sunlight
and the person
No,
you're. Oh my gosh, no.
But I mean, there's a video on my channel where this girl was just completely drunk. Her husband's sitting right next to her.
Oh, she's looking for a threesome.
Something. And she's all sorts of like, touching on my arm, and
my limit was always don't touch me. A couple of times they would touch my shoulder.
I'm okay with that. Yeah. But if it happens the second time,
so you're okay with them touching your shoulder.
Yes.
But they touch that radio.
Yes.
Touch that radio, you're getting slapped.
So here's the thing, like when I get a little buzzed, I get
hey, wait, you get buzzed when you're driving? That's not right.
That's not what he said.
I get flirty, I get touchy, not inappropriate, but I'm like, oh yes, and hugs and everything like that. Right. So I'm okay with that, but I mean, if it happens, they do it once, I don't say anything. If they start doing it again, I'd be like, well, I'm probably not as polite as Jesper would be, but I just like, okay, can you just not touch me? The problem is I'll have a little toot, and then that sets everyone gets pissed off.
The worst I've ever had was I picked up a group, and this was on the way to town.
Yeah.
I picked them up in Allendale.
Oh, of course.
Right? 6 people. And the guy sitting next to me, I wanted to slap his face off. Okay?
Wow.
He was already too drunk to get in anywhere. And then he's talking to me and just
wait. He's already too drunk, and then you're taking him downtown.
Yeah.
Oh, he ain't getting. They had
pre-partied like crazy, and he was so drunk it was crazy. And at one point, he touches my knee. Right?
Oh.
That's
and I'm just saying, get your hand off, right? And at that point, within minutes, the guy behind me, he's like, "Pull on over, sir," and he switched spots with him. And the drunk guy, they put him in back because they knew what was going to happen. They was this close to just being thrown out of the car.
Right. When he touched your knee, did he say this?
Me so horny, we love you long time.
Okay, I didn't know it was going to go that long. Which one did you post that?
No, he did not.
That one cracked me up.
But, yeah, no.
I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that, but, I mean, it is in the moment. I was this
close to just drop them all.
Yeah, no, mostly it's like early 50-year-old women who've had just a couple too many glasses
and they
of
went
wine
to a country show.
They'll grab your shoulder. Nothing too much. I've had one dude who just kept smacking my arm, like friendly, jokingly, but it's like, dude, you just gotta stop. And he's like, oh, okay. And then it didn't happen again the rest of the ride.
I think though that I tried to tell somebody the other day that I think that those cougar crowds are the worst.
They're dangerous. You were telling me.
Was that you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they get a little rowdy.
Yeah.
But I know how to handle moms. Like, that's fine.
You know how to handle your mom?
Moms, not my mom.
Oh, moms.
So Chad on YouTube, he had a ride. I kissed him on his bald head once.
That's weird.
That would have been, I mean, again, same thing.
You know what? You actually commented on one of the pictures of my riders. You said like personal space or something like that.
Did I?
Yeah, because I took a riding with Retep picture, and she was like hands, like complete hug from the back seat.
Well, and it's dangerous when you're driving.
Yeah.
Oh, we were stopped.
Oh.
Yeah.
So then you turned around?
Yeah.
No, it's a no-go. I was in no way out.
Yeah. All right. This next one's kind of Sam. We're gonna skip your last one because it's a stupid one, anyways. Okay. But we'll end on this one. Jump into tip time and wrap this B up. So this one is a DoorDash driver was pulled over speeding, then pulled from her car by the deputy. This is a bullshit stop completely. I'm hoping there's a cliffhanger at the end of the video, and you'll be like, what? Okay, here we go.
Police say they stopped her for speeding. So why did a deputy violently pull her from her car?
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Dave Llewellyn.
Tonight, a Southfield woman says she was racially profiled by an Oakland County deputy, then falsely accused of a crime. The controversial arrest caught on camera.
And 7 investigator Ross Jones is live tonight in Pontiac with the very latest on what went down here. Ross?
Dave, Carolyn, good evening. Many of us have been pulled over for speeding, and when we were, it probably didn't look like this.
Oh, wait, is Mike
It's 9:45 on the morning of May 8th, and an Oakland County Sheriff's deputy says he sees something suspicious. A black Nissan Versa is circling in a Pontiac neighborhood. The driver is 27-year-old Gloriana Moore.
I wasn't familiar with the Pontiac area or the complex or anything like that.
The deputy would later say that Gloriana was driving in an area known for a high level of narcotics and violent crime. And truth be told, she just finished making a very important drop.
What were you delivering?
Dunkin' Donuts.
She works for DoorDash. And when she was done dropping off her second order of the morning, the deputy kept following her for 6 blocks before turning on his siren. He would later say she was speeding.
I was nervous because in the back of my mind, I knew something wasn't right because of how he was following me.
She pulled over almost immediately, and what should have been a routine traffic stop became anything but.
What's up, man?
What am I getting stopped for? What am I getting stopped for? I don't have to use my license.
Nope, you do. Now you're coming out the car.
Within seconds, the deputy reaches his hands into her car, opens the door, and tries to pull Gloriana out. She's still buckled in, but he keeps pulling.
I'm scared. I'm in shock. I can't believe that he's actually pulling me out of a vehicle with no knowledge of why.
After about 2 minutes, 3 other deputies arrived to help with the arrest. Gloriana is pulled out, cuffed, and put in the back of a squad car. Then a team of deputies spend the next 9 minutes searching her vehicle. Remember, she was pulled over for speeding. When they're done, deputies say they found drugs in her car. A field test said it was crack cocaine. It's a charge Gloriana denied, and as you'll hear in a minute, had good reason to.
I don't associate with anyone who does it. I've never tried it, sold it, bought it, nothing. So yes, that was a surprise to me.
I have a problem with how it all started. That's the problematic part of it.
Herb Tanner was a prosecutor for more than 20 years, and today he's a consultant for police departments and prosecutors across the state. We showed him video of Gloriana's arrest.
Ostensibly, it's a stop for speeding. That's a fairly routine stop. Many of us have been stopped for speeding, and we don't get hauled out of the car just because we ask, officer, why did you stop me?
According to the sheriff's office, the deputy pulled her out of the car for his own safety because Gloriana, quote, immediately recoiled from the officer and reached her hands into the center console. But on video, Gloriana is only seen recoiling after the deputy reaches into her vehicle, and the only thing in her hands is her cell phone, which she used to record the arrest.
I have my seatbelt on. Look how he has me.
Ryan Hill is Gloriana's attorney.
It's complete fabrication. It's the way it's written, and I've seen it 1,000 times. It's a justification for an illegal stop and illegal arrest.
Under Sheriff Mike McCabe declined an on-camera interview for this story, but stood by his deputy's conduct. He said the search of Gloriana's vehicle was legal because officers were going to impound it and needed to take an inventory. We reached out to prosecutor Jessica Cooper's office to see if they agreed. And days after we did, came word that those drugs they found in her car weren't drugs at all. The county's crime lab ran a second test of the substance they found. It tested negative. The drug charge is now being dismissed 3 months after Gloriana was arrested.
They feel like they're scared, but we're scared as well. when officers walk up to the car, especially when you know you're not doing anything wrong and you're falsely accused of doing something that you're not doing.
And while that drug charge has been dismissed, Gloriana is still facing a charge of resisting arrest. She's due back in court in October. We're live tonight in...
So, yeah, so what sucks about it is, so they basically did an illegal stop.
Right.
And then I think what pissed the cop off, which doesn't deserve the treatment she got, when she said, I'm not going to give you my license. Like, you couldn't ask for why you're getting stopped, but I think you're required to give a license when asked. You don't have to give it to him. You have to show it to the window. So I think that's what pissed him off. Doesn't give him the right to pull her out. It's completely illegal.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, but here's the other thing, and I hate even asking this. Would he have done this if she would have been white?
Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
I'm not touching that one.
I mean,
but again, as a cop, sorry, but you're not allowed to get pissed.
No.
It's your job to keep your cool.
Especially
when no one's threatened you. Yeah, like maybe speeding. Like, no, that's not a good reason to get pissed.
Yeah, I can't believe. I understand the chief standing by him or the sheriff. I'm
yeah, you have to.
This shit's getting thrown. I hope she sues him.
I hope so too.
Oh yeah, she will.
Isn't there a thing for when you say, "Hey Siri, start recording" or something like if you get pulled over? Is that the correct term or it's something like
Siri,
that? I'm getting pulled over by the police.
Something like that.
Huh.
Did you just turn on?
Did it go on?
No, but I have it set up on my phone. So.
I do too, but I'm supposed to be in bed right now, so my phone's like completely shut off.
No,
yeah.
That was horrible.
So,
I'm sorry.
So Angela says even worse is being pulled over with a passenger having to inform the police officers that you have a possession of a firearm. So is Angela in possession of the firearm?
I think so,
but you are not supposed to be.
Well,
so
yeah.
So how did if I'm just curious how that interaction happened. Anyways,
being pulled over aggressively is terrifying. When I was shortly out of high school, I got pulled over for a burnt out plate light.
Oh yeah, they were just looking for something, which is a valid stop.
Right.
Not a search though. They can't search your car.
This cop came up, unclicks his pistols, got his hand on his pistol. Like
that's pretty common.
I mean, I've never seen that in a video before.
Wow.
Really? I mean, at night, I think that's pretty
this
common.
Is middle of the day.
Okay,
on East Beltline.
Well, that's not very
Leonard.
common. That's a little scary.
Yeah.
I mean, not that anything. Was he a young guy?
It was a girl.
Oh, young girl.
And she was older than me, so she's probably my age now.
Yeah.
Well, she was back then, anyways.
Yeah.
What? 75?
76.
But yeah, I mean, it's a tough job being a cop. I get it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
what he did, he's effed.
Yeah.
Like you can't.
Especially now.
It's gonna be a security officer.
Well, I mean, just us armchair quarterbacks looking at the video, we're like, oh,
right.
He's screwed.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't look good at all.
So Angela is saying, by law, as a CPL holder, you have to inform the police that you are in possession. No, you're right. You have to. But then what do you do that, and how do you do that as an Uber driver?
Well, I think you just hope that the passengers don't say anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if they do, then you're going to get kicked off the platform.
Exactly.
Mark just shared a link for how to set up that Hey Siri thing.
Oh, you can set it up? You have to set it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to turn it on.
I think I would do it. I mean, mine as well. I mean, I have a dash cam, so it's fine.
Right.
I have 17 cameras, and the new Van True dash cam has 17 cameras.
It works great with your dash cam when it's actually recording.
Yeah, that's.
But since somebody turned the light off on my camera, I didn't realize that the thing had been recording for like 3 months.
Well, you should check it, a couple of times a month.
You gotta update the firmware.
So you need to put the
LCD screen.
Yeah.
I turned her LCD.
Yeah, put that back.
Like it's always on?
Yeah, she wanted it always on. I'm like, this is annoying. I'm gonna turn it off. Like she picked me up a couple of times. I don't know. My car probably broke down.
He didn't like to see the
It annoyed
screen.
me.
That's why I turned mine off because it
mine's on for 1 minute.
I know,
and then it goes
I don't
off.
mind it.
Not even
You can change it for less. I keep mine on
now.
for a minute.
Yeah, that's
it's
what mine
fine.
is.
I think that's.
You're supposed to with that
I never take
camera.
it out of
You're
my
supposed
car.
to erase the card every month or so.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a good
I
idea
went to
do
pull it to give you a license plate actually because it was great. It was handwritten. It was paper, It was a fantastic license plate. And I went to pull it, and it was gone. Nothing was there because it hadn't recorded in months.
I got a great video on there from my daughter. She was drinking her water, and I slammed on the brakes, and the water went all over. She even said to me, "Dad, don't do that," and she still fell for it and put the water bottle. I'm like, "Honey, you know I'm gonna do that."
That's so wrong. You're a jerk.
I know. I am. All right, tip time from the Gig Economy podcast. So this is our tip.
Well, before you go into tip time,
go ahead.
Angela is touching again on the Uber policy and stuff, and I mean, I understand, I get it. You know, I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm aware this is against Uber policy, but let's be honest, is Uber going to keep me safe? Definitely.
No,
not.
I mean, if you want to roll, it's like it's your
choice to roll the dice.
Yeah,
yes.
You know what you're doing, so if it happens,
and I get it. I totally get it.
Just make sure you don't put all your gig economy stuff in one basket. So don't just do Uber. Make sure you're doing everything else because you may get deactivated from the platform. So I get it.
Yep.
So tip time. This is a picture of a guy passed out on the curb. It says, "I think this is my guy. They're starting early tonight, but it's my pleasure to get this man home safely." The first comment was toss him in the trunk.
Toss him in the trunk.
So the tip for new drivers is if you see this, please
don't
burn rubber and click cancel. I mean, when Ben was on the show, Ben always had this good Samaritan. And I love Ben. He has the kindest heart. But he would take people in the weirdest, like he took a guy to, what was it, trailer park in
Fenville.
I said Finland.
Fenville.
Yep. It's like an hour drive, and
what goes to the story is he didn't charge the passenger.
Yeah, he didn't even do a ride.
Right, exactly. He took him home. But what was really crazy was this guy, you know, the bouncers at the Bob had threw him down the stairs.
Yeah, they just whooped him out.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was just crazy.
But I guess my point is for new drivers, don't take that. It's nothing. You are not required to take people that are you don't have to take anybody if you don't. I mean, you obviously can't discriminate because of you know, race and all that, just like anything else.
But if they can't get in your car by themselves, they're too drunk to be in your car.
Yeah. I mean,
99% probability you will be cleaning up puke.
Yeah. Or he'll die. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's clearly like black.
Or they'll wake up and freak out and wonder why they're in your car.
Yeah. So I understand the thought process of.
Isn't that what Uber's for?
Well, yeah.
We've all done it though, right?
100%. 100% we've all done it.
Yeah.
Especially if there's a nice surge on it.
Well, yeah.
I mean, if I rolled up on that, it would have to be like a 700%.
One of those $30 lift
surges? The 700%. Like, it would have to be like every mile was like $60.
I took somebody home to Allendale.
Yeah.
And he was way drunk.
Well, why did you?
It was my last ride. It was a surge. It was fine.
Yeah, see? Exactly.
I know.
Would you have done it for base fare?
No.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have taken anybody to Allendale
so clearly,
at 2 o'clock at base fare.
Clearly, Jesper has a price.
No, but it was base. It was at 2 o'clock.
Plus, I mean,
surge.
It also probably got you closer to home.
Well, yeah, but again, anybody would take. It was at 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. in the morning, right? 2:30, whatever. It was a surge ride. It was to Allendale. Why wouldn't I take it?
But see, I am not willing to roll the dice.
No.
Well, there you go.
I mean, and that's everyone. That's my point. When you see somebody like that, the chances of, I mean, yours was fine, right? You didn't, nothing happened.
He puked.
Oh, see, well, there you go. There you go.
I pulled over 3 times.
Got him.
Pulled on the street, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't puke in my car. I had
right,
to pull
but my
over
point
3
is,
times. No, absolutely,
you just proved my point. So
right, no, absolutely.
Anyways. All right, Facebook shenanigans, a couple of them, then we're out of here. This is me. The biggest trick the devil ever pulled is convincing you that you have to play top 40 radio. This is always a discussion in the groups from time to time, like, what do you play for your passengers? I hear this bullshit. This is someone posting in Reddit. I hear this bullshit whenever I take UberX, and I've seen it on the forums. The consensus that you have to play classic rock, which usually means watered down 80s rock or top 40. I'm not sure how classic rock is top 40, but whatever. And I used to be the same way. I bumped Nicki Minaj, not classic rock. So sorority girls had a proper soundtrack to steal my Kit Kat bars and badmouth their friend who was home studying. Then I stopped giving a shit about my rating. When I stopped caring about my rating, I stopped getting downvoted. Now I maintain authority in my vehicle. You're listening to jazz or obscene 90s hip-hop. I don't care how drunkenly 19 you are. You're going to have to deal with it.
So, again, I really liked what I did. I like my tablet. Just hand it over. Play whatever the hell you want.
But that only happened the last couple months before COVID.
No, I had that set up for almost a year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I mean, I guess it works well. Why don't you explain?
Well, again, so
I
have Verizon. I put the internet in my car. It came. What is it? That dongle thing, whatever. So you have free Wi-Fi, and then I just turned a tablet on, and everybody could just play whatever they wanted. What'll be funny? What are you guys doing?
Just ignore me. I'm reading.
Whatever.
No, I'm actually reading.
Pete and I were laughing at that.
Oh, the dongle.
Yeah.
Well, it's the thing you put in your ODB. I can't even tell. I can't talk.
OBD.
Yeah, whatever. That port in the car, right?
The hole.
Yes.
Shut up. Push the button. Shut the fuck up. So, anyways, yes. And so I just hand them the tablet, and they play. I was using Amazon Prime at the time, Prime Music, and yeah.
That's a great idea, except when you get some stupid ass music and you just want, especially like if you're going from. See, that's the problem. You always control the volume.
What's that one dude with the tattoos on his face that I don't want to hear?
Post Malone?
Yeah. That's what all the college girls want to listen to, and I can't do it.
He's a good artist. He's just not my kind of artist.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot we're not on this.
Like the song he's in with Ozzy is tolerable, and that's about it.
Yeah, because Ozzy's on
exactly.
All right, Jesper, I think is up next.
I just talked. I have to talk again.
I mean, I'll read it.
So
I gave you the best one.
Enrique,
yeah, it is.
I suffered from chronic depression before I rode with Enrique. Don't have that problem anymore. Mental health professionals should start prescribing more vitamin E.
And it's basically a comment that somebody made for. I think that's the best one ever. It's got to be one of his friends that did that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, why?
Or he slept with one of his passengers.
They didn't say vitamin D.
They said E. Enrique.
Enrique. Hey-o.
So.
That one's
all right,
great.
next one says, had to take an Uber to the mechanic. My Uber driver lives in Huntington Beach, California. They're very anti-mask. He said, the bars are popping, a lot of hot chicks, and they're super horny. I told him I'm taking this pandemic seriously. He said, you only live once, bro.
We're doomed.
At least he didn't straight say YOLO.
YOLO.
Pete loves saying YOLO.
YOLO. Oh, man. Yeah.
And then
we are doomed.
The last one.
I don't know why it's not loading.
All right. If a person gets fired from Uber Eats, could they get a job at DoorDash? I think they might be able to. Just maybe.
Yeah.
If you get fired from Uber Eats, though, you got to figure out some life
But
problems.
I think the whole question and the whole reason why they're asking is because now Uber Eats owns DoorDash. So.
Nope.
No, they don't.
Nope.
Which one? They just bought that one.
They bought Postmates.
Oh, Postmates.
They
That's
lost
right.
the DoorDash
That's
deal.
right. That's right.
So.
Good try, Jesper.
Yeah.
But I think the question is, or ties into, they're using the same company for the background check, right?
They all use the same company, right?
Oh,
Checker?
so you think this is a legit question?
Oh yeah.
And yet he thought the gun one was fake.
That's weird.
Anyways, no, but it doesn't matter. They're not doing a reference
isn't gonna
check.
Report that you got
true.
fired.
Right. So, but anyways, well, guys, thank you so much again.
That was a interesting night.
It was an interesting night. That I'm not gonna lie, that spamming thing
Was something.
It really threw me for a loop. I was like, I figured out how to ban them, so it wasn't the big deal. And
when John goes to listen to this in a couple of days, he's gonna have some words for us.
Why?
Because he said he's gonna listen to it in a couple of days. He's gonna wonder what we were doing.
Yeah, I feel bad.
We don't even know.
I feel bad for the audio listeners because like when you're watching it live, you kind of can get what's going on, but when it doesn't flow right, so
yeah,
I'm sorry, you guys.
We got
bombed.
We got had.
Bamboozled. But again, the studio is sponsored by Irvine's Auto Repair. Please go to them to get your car fixed, 532-6600 or irvines.com. They are sponsoring the picnic, which is August 15th. We hope to see you there. We might have a live stream there too.
Esteban, come on over from Detroit.
I gotta say, man, I really liked Esteban's comment He was like a little producer in here. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like
maybe he can hitch a ride with Leo.
Yeah, there you go. You can come. Yeah, do you know not Leo Laporte? That's the tech guy.
Wow. That's old, bro.
Dude, I used to listen to that guy all the time. I don't know Leo's last name.
No, I don't know.
It starts with an L, I think.
But Esteban I think Esteban needs to join our chat on
Telegram.
Yeah.
Yeah, Esteban, you can download the chat or download the Telegram
app
and then click on the link in the description.
Join us.
So, all right. Peace, love, fuck you, everyone that bombed us.
You always have to do it.
Hey, now that we're explicit,
Jesper.
now that we're explicit, I don't.
Where's the button? No.
Oh, it's done.
I was so quiet.
I know because I got the mixed music way down. All right, I gotta turn this bitch off.
Thanks, guys.
Good
Have a good
Lord.
night.